VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan ng pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.
Good morning everyone! Mapay nga oras sa iyong tanan. This is VW Conversations. Today is the 25th of February, Thursday, and today is a holiday para iton igriba. Iton, you know those people who go to their regular nga mga opisina, holiday ira ngayon. But unfortunately for us, it's wala tayong holiday. Wala tayong holiday. Pero yan na holiday, sana ito na ating mga kabataan maaram kung kay ano nga holiday yan na. Of course, today is the anniversary hiton People Power. Okay, ambot kung mag-aram pa ito na ating mga kabataan na pagkaya na. Basta, I know maaram lang hira nga holiday. Maaram hira nga waray eskwela. Waray module. Sa ulit iba nasa rin, di naman kami magtatrabaho ito module. Anyway, it's a holiday. Pero may parito mga nag-opisina, today is a holiday, mga regular nga panarabahuan, but for mga sugad hiningatong trabaho, wala naman tayong holiday. Importante dyan balito mga kasangkayan, maharam kita nga ano ba itong importansya hinini nga adlaw, no? It was that day when democracy in the Philippines was restored after hing kamaiha may ada naton martial law. And it was during that uprising in EDSA how many years ago that finally the dictatorship was put to an end, no, when Ferdinand Marcos was overthrown during that uprising. So, ini mga kasangkayan, di rin natin ini nahingangalimtan, February 25. And of course, di rin naman natin hingangalimtan because February 25 is the birthday hiton aton President hiton VW Media Network, Monsignor Pepe Quitorio. Happy birthday, Monsi, bisang kunwaray ka dinhi. It does not matter naman kung anhi or kunwara, basta itong birthday iton. Itong tao, wara din itong tao, diri it mababag. So happy birthday tikang amon dinhi nga tanan from ST News, from Conversations, from the staff iton VW Media Network. Happy birthday. God bless you and more years hiton aton pag-serbisyo, no? So anyway mga kasangkayan, kagabi may ada hini na hinabo nga kuan shoot out between mga members han Philippine National Police ngan mga operatiba han PIDEA, no? I think duha na matay di gada inhira nag-iistorya. Diyan hira nagtuturog ko kung ano itong ira mga buruhaton. That's why coordination and cooperation is important. Diri pwede nga akin ini so that the credit will be mine, the credit will be ours, no? Asya ini dana ito na hinanabo, ngindiri tuhay iton pag-iistorya. No? So, we hope nga magiging tuhay talaga itong investigasyon really as to what happened. Dida naman kung ano ini talaga diin ini pag-ugat kasi nahinabo ini kagabi tapos kumbaga damo ini kuan mga nahidabi ba, no? Mga nag-shopping so gaditon nagkahulog talaga. So, yun, we hope nga kuan ini imbestigaran, no? Hintuhay kay kaarawod pa daman nga hira-hira, no? Iton aton mga otoridad mismo iton nahidadabi hira-hira mismo iton mga nag-iiring kwentro. Ano na lang ang sasabihin ng mga tao? May duha nga pulis ang namatay, didaan ang sabi nga insidente. It's a waste iton aton mga kinabuhi, no? Again, the shootout happened between the members of the PNP, Anti-Illegal Drug Operatives, nga mga ahente, Han Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Parang it happened mga past or late afternoon or early evening kagabi, no? So, may gihapon hini pulis nga nagkasasmad, labot lahan namatay, tapos may gihapon hini mga operatibahan piday nga nagkasasmad, no? So, importante ini maimbestigaran talaga hin mahupay. Okay? So, ano ini padayong gihapon ini iton aton pag inaristorya bahin naman hiton bakuna and talagang napag-iiwan tayo nauurhin na talaga kita. Even Zimbabwe, Bangladesh, no, they have at least bisan kun tagpira like siguro yung mga first shipment ini at least may ada kasi doon importante yung mga frontliners mabakunahan mauna. Unfortunately for us, diniha Pilipinas, may binigyan ng emergency use authorization but hindi naman recommended gamiton ito natin mga health workers. Everything is nakalatag na actually, no? Bisan diniha aton, yung mga LGU naton, andam na kulang na lang iton bakuna. So anyway, let's take a break. We will be back again para naman ito natin Vidable Conversations today. It's a holiday. Ang ba't kaya ni Sir Manny, holiday man yan na pwede magpunta ito mag-joy. But anyway, may dala natin mga kaka-istorya later sa ating pagbabalik.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.
Sa aking pagbisita sa mga palengke sa Barongan at Eastern Samar, nakita ko po na maraming pagkain ang nangagaling pa sa labas ng probinsya. Kahit saging at ilang gulay ay galing pa pala sa Mindanao. May mga karning baboy, manok at itlog na galing din sa ibang probinsya. Ang ibig sabihin ay nakasalalay pa rin ang ating pagkain o basic need ng tao sa iba't ibang lugar. Mas makatulong po sa ating ekonomiya kung tayo po mismo ang magtanim sa ating basic na mga pangailangan. Maaari po nating umpisahan sa maliit na paraan. Sinusulong ko po ang programa Produce Your Own Food program. Itanim po natin ang laman sa kanta na bahay kubo. Pag may tanim natin ito, kumpleto na po. 2 na lang kulang, bigas at asin. At maganda na tayo po ang nag-produce ng ating sariling pagkain sapagkat alam natin na walang chemicals at malinis. Hindi na binibili at sariwa. At sakali man, sana hindi mangyari na may sulit ang Eastern Samar because of landslides sa Lawan area, then sa Buray to top sections At marami pong tulay ang masira dahil po sa baha because of climate change. Mayroon pa rin tayong pagkain sa loob ng Eastern Samar. Kaya inaari na magtanim ng sariling pagkain, produce your own food so that there will be faith in Eastern Samar. Faith, F-A-I-T-H. Food always in the home. Binigay ng Panginoon sa atin ang ating kapaligiran upang dito po magaling ang ating pagkain. Ang kailangan lang ay sipag, sakripisyo at tiyaga. Sabi sa Tagalog, ang taong mayroong tiyaga ay mayroong nilaga. Kaya magtanim tayo para mayroong food security ang bawat pamilya.
Mga pulong tikang naman kan San Antonio han Ehipto. Nakita ko ang mga siay ngaging pasaranghan yawa habugos nga kalibutan ngan nagmurutob ako hin pagsireng. Hinuha imo kasabot in makakadaog hini. May tingog nga binaton an pagpaubos.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglan. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristorya. VW Conversations.
And we are back, mga kasagay, on VW Conversations. Today is a holiday, Sir Manny. Buto na nga di. And of course, with me, walang iba kasi kita pakamas kita. Mr. Rupert Ambil,
Good morning.
President ng Surf Riders Club of Eastern
Yes.
Samar. Kasi ito naman ang kagandahan ng surfing natin. Wala namang ano eh.
Restriction.
Oo, at saka talagang physically distanced
Yes.
ka from the rest. Anyway, Rupert, welcome and kumusta? And what have you been doing?
Oo.
You know, I mean, ilang buwan na tayong naka-lockdown because of
Yes.
this pandemic. So, kumusta ba? Kasi mga normal na mga gawain natin talagang na-sideline tayo dyan.
Baka I'd like to start the conversation by greeting Monsignor Pepe Quetorio, happy birthday. Hinihintay ko nga mag-aral mag-surf si Monsi eh.
Nanay ko, ay, doon believe ako sa
Mukhang convince ko siya this year mag-aral mag-surf.
Bibili ba ka sa yung mentor pag na-convince mo, tas natuto siya?
Saka, second, I'd like to thank itong station, itong news organization for always supporting us.
Naman.
Kasi hindi naman namin magagawa yung mga programs namin without the awareness that you create for us. Kasi kung kami-kami lang, hindi namin magagawa. So, thank you.
And you're welcome. And thank you din for accommodating yung mga request natin for interview, and something. So, Rupert, kasi I've been reading nasa social media and even yung mainstream media about yung activity ninyo, nagbigay ng mga boards doon sa mga aspiring surfers, no? So, unang-una, ilan ito? At saka, paano nyo napili kung sino ba dapat ang bibigyan? Ibig sabihin ba, marami tayong magagaling, promising na mga surfers?
The impact that was created during our nationals, yun yung yun yung tingin ko nag-spark ng revolution. It's a revolution naman today. So, itong surfing revolution natin dito sa atin, nag-start siya nung nationals natin ng 2019.
Oh.
So when the people started seeing, watching the best surfers from all over the country perform at Baybay, na encourage yung mga bata natin to take up the sport. Na pwede natin gawin to. Actually, matagal na natin ini-encourage ang sport na to. Pero 2019 was the best time for us because it became mainstream. Naging Olympic sport na siya, naging Southeast Asian sport, where we dominated in Southeast Asia. So nakita nila na, if I do well, I practice, I engage in this sport, meron ako I can represent my town, my country. Yan naman ang dream ng bawat athlete. So yan yung naging spark ng surfing revolution natin.
Dumami ba? Na-notice niyo ba yung
Malaki increase.
Since na 2019?
Actually, we had more inquiries for visiting and learning how to surf. And we have now, because of this event, saka yung mga ginagawa ng organization, this competition, the recent one, we had 30 junior athletes competing.
Borongan lang?
Borongan lang yan.
Ay, yung age range dyan, Rupert?
Age range is 9 years old to 17 for the juniors.
Saan sila natututo? I mean, paano sila natututong
Ayun na, dyan na papasok yung ating mga kuya, yung mentorship program that we established. Kasi dati, when we were starting out, lalo na yung mga senior sa akin na wala naman siya dito so hindi siya makaka-dispute na senior citizen surfer namin siya, si Attorney Brian.
Okay.
Magkakasing tanda lang kami halos pero pwede ko na siyang ibenta ngayon na siya ang senior citizen surfer namin. Na when they started out, nobody taught them. Walang social media. They just learned from getting on board, practicing, paddling, hanggang matuto, hanggang dumami. And they started sharing equipment. Dati ang hirap ng equipment. It's very expensive when we were starting out. Naalala ko pa nga, the first board I bought second hand from another surfer here is I bought it for 5,000. 20 years ago yun, ha?
Dito ka pa surf sa Borongan?
Oo, actually, bata pa lang kami when we're here. Pinapanood ko na yung waves sa Baybay. Sabi ko, masarap maglaro dyan. So, siguro mga year 1998, 99, yung mas madagas-dagas kami dito, I saw the organization, yung Surf Riders. So, I'm very lucky to be part of the organization since that time. Na tinutulungan din naman namin every so often. So, it's just the right time also, the opportunity that I'm here. Sabi ko baka mas matulungan ko in a bigger capacity.
So, paano itong mga bata na nakikita nyo may promise, tinuturuan nyo ba ito?
Yes, oo.
Kasi mga techniques dyan, for them to be competitive talaga.
Yung maturity ng organization because na-incorporate kami 20 years ago.
Abo?
SEC.
Pero lately lang tayo na masyado or lang talaga kami. Hindi lang siguro natin napapansin kasi kahit ako na ko lang yung big event lang kasi kulang nga tayo ng
Kasi it's also the acceptance of the community. Medyo na siya, mainstream. Kasi the popularity of La Union, popularity of Siargao, na halos sabay-sabay tayo nag-start mag-surf. Kasi also by itong social media spark that interest and awareness.
Kasi there was a time, I think many years ago na, I met a French guy dito sa Borongan. And sabi na, 6 months na siya dito, going from town to town, nagsusurf lang siya. So, sabi ko, there must be something. Dito kasi, Rupert, yung surfing, hindi naman talaga yan yung popular na sport. Yung mga taga-Borongan, marami naman hindi nakakaalam noon. Ang alam lang natin basketball, etc. etc. So, every time makikita kang may daladalang mga balls, ginagawa nila. No? So,
isa rin reason bakit hindi siya nag-flourish is because of the behavior of the surfing community. Kasi yung mga surfing community, hindi lang din sa atin, surfing is a very selfish sport.
Ibig sabihin?
Ibig sabihin, ayaw nila sinishare yung mga gandang lugar.
Saan maganda yung
Yes. Kasi, anywhere in the world, surfers have secret spots. So when there's a tourism boom, nawawala na yung parang ikaw, yung playground mo, ang dami na kaagad tao.
Oh.
But, yun nga naging discussion namin in recent years. We can't hold back the opportunity to help the community in boosting tourism by introducing surfing as a mover in developing this campaign.
Especially dito sa,
Oo,
sa
kasi yan,
Eastern Samar.
katulad yan, sa atin, sa Eastern Samar, ang dami na nakabisita sa atin na surfers. Hindi keep it a secret. Because, lalo na yung foreigners.
Ayaw nilang may ibang pupunta dito.
Yes, may kanya-kanya sila syempre. Pag pumupunta sila, gusto nila, sila lang din.
Oh.
Pero yun nga, I think it's also time because even Siargao, we're much more developed than Siargao. As a city, we have hospitals here, we have all of the businesses that can provide great accommodations, food, diba? Transportation. But Siargao overtook us dahil sa surfing. Sumikat lang naman ang Siargao because of surfing. Diba? So sabi namin, baka naman it's the right time also to be a contributor in the campaign in promoting Borongan. Kaya namin ginawa yung Surf City. Kasi we're the only surf spot in the country within a city.
At saka ano lang talaga, within talaga.
Pagpunta mo ng Baybay, pag-ahon mo, may mga stalls ka dyan, you can walk, ride the tricycle, daming hotels, di ba? So that's our selling point. I think that campaign resonated well kasi ako, as a father, I look at it as kung dadalhin ko yung kids ko to surf, to have somewhere to go, kunwari, unfortunately, masugatan, or
like what happened in,
katulad sa Siargao, di ba? Ang dami na naging incidents of accidents. Ang next is, where can I bring them to stay? Tapos, anong pwede namin kainin after we surf? So, it's very convenient itong lugar natin as compared to other places. The one similar place is Baler. Yan, marami ng facilities. Siargao, dumadami na because of the investments to the tourism sector. La Union is the flourishing surf community. Ang dami ng businesses dyan. So, yan. I think it's about time na for us, we can contribute to the economic boom, awareness boom for our city sa sport na mahal namin.
Etong Borongan, yung surf ba natin, waves natin, comparable ba dun sa ibang surfing paradise?
Yeah, actually, even itong Baybay Boulevard, dito lang sa whole stretch of Baybay, we have almost 4 spots here. Lilipat ka lang, depende sa condition.
So that's why
up to Sabang.
Yung tournament nyo, palipat-lipat kayo, naghahanap ng
better conditions.
Ganon. So,
yeah, we have that spot near the river mouth that's very easy to teach kids and beginners. Napaka-safe niya. Tapos we have another spot here in the middle, Baybay Fort. Tapos we have the Sabang Beach spot. Maganda natin. Hindi excluding pa yan sa mga spots natin in Lukson. Meron pa tayong Island Break. Meron pa tayo papuntang Punta Maria.
Pero para sa mga medyo experienced surfers na ito.
Hindi, intermediate if you learn how to handle yourself properly. Meron pa nga tayo sa Kabong area.
Also for start. So, Rupert, yung mga bata natin, kasi nga 9 years old,
yes,
parang gano'n, no? So, can they start even earlier?
My son started learning how to surf ng 5 years old, 4. I trust my son to be taught by our surfers here. Lalo na yung mga matatagal na natin mga surf coach. They learned how to surf 5 years old. Dito, sa Baybay. My daughter also surfs here. Yung wife ko nga started learning to surf when we came here mga September. Ngayon, mas madalas na siya mag-surf kaysa sa akin eh.
So, my promise, yung sport na ito, mag-flourish in Borongan, at the same time, makakatulong talaga to boost tourism to.
One of the programs that we want to implement, aside from helping out the community, kami naman, kasi makikita yung maturity in our organization, is that in all of the things that we do, we don't write our name on it Hindi yun yung banner. Ang banner natin yung city.
Yes, yes.
Diba? Kasi for us, that's our contribution. So the banner is the city. The banner is the sport. We're just here
Hindi
to provide that
tao,
opportunity.
hindi grupo.
Yeah, oo.
Hindi na tayo kasi nakapagkwento after yung
Surf in the city
surf in the city. Hindi na tayo nakapagkwentuhan noon, no? So, really, how was it?
Oh, it's overwhelming. Kahit nga yung mismong national organization that was our partner in implementing the event was very happy. It's one of the most organized, well-prepared, technically competent, and tayo lang ang first time na may ganong media coverage and live streaming. So in terms of quality of implementing an event at a national scale, one of the best tayo, even beat other places.
Sayang lang talaga na nangyari yung pandemic kasi dapat may 2020 tayo, di ba?
Siguro madodouble or triple natin ang attendance ng national athletes.
Kasi ang dami nang dumating dito during yung 2019 event, no?
Dami We received almost 200 surfers from all over the country.
So imagine mo, accommodation lang nila, pagkain lang nila, malaking yan sa contribution sa economy. It was like a week or so.
We're very happy to say na kahit kami during that time, we can't even buy food anymore. Like, ubos na. After the event, even the stalls had by.
Kasi diba ang dami ng mga stalls doon.
So even the accommodations are all fully booked.
So we were expecting talaga, but unfortunately, hindi nangyari yun. But we have, kailangan naman yung competition on the local level para mas ma-encourage naman yung mga bata-bata pa. At saka, they should always be up and about. Dapat nasa competitive mode palagi, diba?
That's why, itong recent competition, it's not just only for the kids to have a stage for them to show their skills and their character. Kasi hindi lang naman winning with technical skills. You also observe how they grow up as Boronganos, as citizens of this province. Kaya kami rin nagkaroon ng program na magbigay ng mga boards sa mga deserving na mga bata in terms of skill and character. Kasi kung skill lang, marami tayong magaling. Pero ang target natin, when we say athlete, we want our athletes to be defined as a ambassador of our place. Kasi di ba, eventually, we're sending all to represent us in tournaments in Siargao, La Union, Sorsogon, hopefully Southeast Asia, hopefully we produce an Olympian.
Sasabihin nila, uy, galing yan sa...
ang ambassadors na natin ngayon for our place, sabi ko nga, all our athletes always represent their place, so they're our ambassadors. If we help them out, we help our city, we help our town, we help our province to promote what we have here.
So, eto, going back dun sa pinamigay nating mga boards, no? So, ilang boards ito na pinamigay?
Nakakatuwa nga dahil ang target nga namin is around 3 to 4. But we're able to produce 6 boards. Ang cost niyan is around 20 to 25,000 each.
Ang isa?
Yes. Tapos, aside from the boards, you also have to buy fins. It's an expensive sport to take up from the start. Hindi naman parang basketball that can just, diba, just wear your
jersey
shoes. Minsan nga, chinelas lang, okay na, diba? You have a basketball, you have kids to play with. So sa individual sport, yan, you have to buy the board, which is 20,000 to 25,000.
Kompleto mo na yung accessory dyan sa board na yun.
So mga yan, around mga 30, yung pa natin, shipping, logistics, and everything. Pero, so we were able to produce 6 boards. So mga nakapag-pull kami in more than 150,000 worth of donations from our friends, from us.
So yung grupo?
Yung grupo mismo. Kasi yung members namin, although they don't surf anymore, yung kabataan nila, nandyan lang sila. Now they're professionals, they're everywhere in the world. Our visitors, when they come here, they get hosted by the members of the organization. Natutuwa sila, or great hosts. So when we ask them for a little support to support the community, tumutulong sila. Even yung sabi ko nga, yung mga kaibigan ko sa Manila, when I told them that we're supporting these kids na Ang wish niya, tagi ng manok.
Oh.
Tapos broken boards, pass me down. Pwede, nagbigay naman sila. Kasi it's an opportunity to give yung yung next generation ng pag-asa ba? Hope.
So, saan galing galing pa ito sa
Ayun,
Manila or locally
yes.
made ito?
We're also very happy to have a member who studied board making on his own.
Oh.
Ngayon, ang dami nag-order ng boards sa kanya, even from outside the surfing community of Borongan. So yan, he shapes the boards for us. Kaya na alam niya, kasi surfer din siya. Actually, finalist nga siya sa longboard eh. Natutuwa kami dahil medyo matanda na rin siyang surfer, but he was able to compete and provide the boards for the kids. So we pitch in, we give the boards to the kids on certain conditions.
Yun. At saka, Rupert, paano nyo napilit kung sino yung bibigyan? Kasi marami yata itong mga
marami.
aspiring surfers natin. Paano na pinili kung sino bibigyan?
Una, yung capacity nila. Financial capacity.
Okay.
Kasi, di ba, we help those who need it most. Second, we observe them how they handle themselves in their community, sa pamilya, sa kinikilusan nila. Third, which is sa amin, is skills. Kasi skills can be learned, can be developed. Madaling maging magaling. Ang mahirap maging mabuting tao eh. So, yan ang tinitingnan namin. So, pag nakita namin na kailangan ng tulong, yun ang unahin. Kasi meron naman tayong mga ibang mga kaibigan dyan that supports the athletes directly.
Oh.
Kahit hindi diretso sa organization.
Mm-hmm.
So, they get sponsors from friends, nakakabili sila ng board. Meron nga tayong mga sponsors from Maydulong na may surf shop. Sa mga bata, meron din tayong mga supporters na mga visitors na foreigners that they give directly to the kids if they see they have potential.
So, itong mga binigyan natin ng surfboards ay mga bata.
Mm-hmm. Kung may pictures tayo sa... Anyway, ano sila eh? Maganda nga makita.
We have,
Yan.
Ayan ba sila?
Tapos, also, tuwang-tuwa kami. Dahil meron na tayong yung naka-glow na t-shirt, babae yan.
O may mga babae.
Meron na tayong mga women surfers.
Ilan.
Count namin, dun lang sa, mini-mentor, nasa 3 to 4.
Na mga babae.
Oo, pero tingin ko, mas marami pa yan. Yan, so our former champion, si Totoy, now teaches kids. So he still serves and competes, but the role of the kuyas is to mentor the next generation. Kasi hindi naman tayo parating bata.
Oo naman.
Yung maturity naman in the organization, you have to learn how to evolve sa roles mo eh. Diba? So we're very proud to give them the right equipment.
At saka mas maganda yan kasi diba, experienced na sila. Yung mga, sinabi po nga, yung mga unang nag-aral, they did it on their own.
Yes.
So at least ngayon, kung ano man yung mga techniques ninyo dyan, whatever.
Saka they're very lucky that meron ng juniors division, yung time ng mga senior surfers. Walang juniors. It's all open.
Oh, so all ages.
Oo, pag-aban mo, magagaling na talaga. So ngayon, they get to transition. Even international competitions have juniors division.
So paano to? May mga conditions naman.
Yes, condition.
Sa mga bata.
Oo, number 1, you have to help out in the daily household of your family. Number 2, you have to contribute to your community. Number 3, you have to study. Kasi yan ang hindi mawawala sa'yo. Dapat mag-aral ka. Number 4, no vices. So those boards are on loan from the organization.
Oh.
Under the supervision of the mentors, the kuyas in certain areas.
Okay.
So hindi sa kanila yon. They earn that, they can use that as long as they are
Nakakasunod sila dun sa conditions.
So,
and then they will pass it on to
the next
so kasi parang
pay it forward.
Yeah.
Kasi if you receive something good, you have to give something back.
Oo naman, kaya importante sa kanila mag-aral.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi when they're professionals, mas malaki ang maitutulong nila sa
O saka lahat nga ng sinasabi namin parati is that your weapon in surviving in this world, lalo na sa mahirap na panahon na yun, is really to study.
Really? So eto, Rupert, gaano kadalas yung mga surfing lessons nila. Well, at least maganda-ganda naman ngayon kayo walang klase. I mean, walang klase. They do their modules.
Yes. They take advantage of the waves that we have. Kung may waves, they surf almost the whole day.
So,
Oo, kaya nga sabi namin, they have to watch out for the kids because syempre, kung ako, wala rin ako ibang gagawin, at talagang magsisurf ako buong araw kung maganda ang condition. At yun, the elders, the kuyas, that's the role they play to balance the activities in life. Kailangan talaga may balance.
Oo, kasi hindi rin pa rin maapektuhan yung ibang gawain. Robert, curious lang ako, anong months ba maganda ang condition ng dagat for surfing in Borongan, in Eastern Samar?
In Eastern Samar, for intermediate to advanced surfers, tinitingnan nila amihan period, amihan season.
So,
Sa mga September
to
to January ngayon, to February. Amihan na, it's late amihan nga tayo.
Oo,
Di ba?
oo.
Parang it's different now maybe because of climate
the
change.
climate change. Oo.
But, alam mo yung surfing, kaya tayo may slight advantage, is you can surf pag walang waves. Fortunately for us, itong ating city at yung ating province, every place, meron siyang waves kahit summer or kahit off-season. Actually, wala tayong tinatawag na off-season.
Dito.
But it's better to learn when the waves are not that big. So, ang talagang we have to also, yan, isa sa mga pinaplano, how do we coincide the receiving of guests when we're all vaccinated already.
Yun na nga.
Kasi, at the national level, they're talking about opening tourism to all of the LGUs.
Oo nga, kasi even, I think Cebu, they are doing away with the negative swab result, diba? Kasi parang atay standstill yung turismo natin. Mag-isang taon na tayo na nakaganito, laki ng kawalan talaga. So, yung for this, yung last na competition which still ongoing, bakit nga ba I thought matatapos ito ng isa o dalawang araw?
Kasi we're hoping to finish the competition in 2 days. Ang nangyari kasi, we had to stop early. Every time we see, there's a crowd building up. O kasi for us, for the organizers, it's not just officiating, but also organizing an event in a pandemic setting. Mahirap, kasi tayong lahat nag-a-adjust eh. How do we organize to make an event to ensure the health and safety of the participants? Actually, yung participants, sa athletes, sa organizing committee, napaka-supportive ng city. We had several meetings with the task force. December nga dapat yung COP. But we had to cancel, I think, 2 or 3 times our intended schedule. We didn't want to publicize it. Kasi nga, parang hindi puntahan ng tao. Ayaw namin ng mga audience. We ensured that we were able to control the environment of the athletes in the organizing committee. Task force gave us our own QR code. So, merong yung organization has
for the competition.
Yes, for any event that would require more than 9 people. So, every time they check in, ang first, sabi nga namin, sa orientations competition, ang priority is health and safety. So, the technical part of surfing and judging, ano na siya? Secondary. Ang priority is yan. When you check in, you're a registered athlete, kailangan QR code, thermometer scan kami. So yun, the things that we do. Tapos, we limit the space that they interact with each other. So, tinitrain din namin sila sa real-world interaction. Kaya nire-reinforce namin yung health protocols. Ang naging problema namin, hindi namin na-anticipate kahit hindi namin in-announce yung schedule. Dumami yung tao.
Kasi once nakita na ng tao uy, meron. So,
even sa Sabang, na medyo hindi siya pinupuntahan, yung bandang dulo na part, may river mo. Dumami tao. So we had to stop. Tapos, yung second day, the city gave us reinforcements to control the crowd. Na nagpadaga sila ng PNP personnel. We're very thankful also to our PNP people. Na supportive talaga sila sa program. Yun, in a pandemic setting, it's difficult, but really have to prepare to organize events like this. Kasi We can't also wait forever. Saka kung ano man yung learnings namin, ako personally, logging all of our learnings in a post-mortem report, so I can report it to the local task force. But any other organization holding an event, ito mga learning namin. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Pero eto, Rupert, we have participants as young as 9 years old. Hindi pa sila allowed to go out. Even under a modified general community quarantine dito sa atin. So, paano to, may mga special permits ba for them?
Kailangan sa amin, on our part, may consent yung guardians. Tapos may guardian din sila kasama. Tapos, i-isolate the competitors in an area for competitors only. Sabi ko nga kahapon, I read a news report in the metropolis, in major cities, the kids are locked in their houses for 11 months now.
Totoo.
Tayo, that's why I opted to stay here, to help here. It's really, also for the kids, kasi it's really difficult to just stay in your house. Sabi ko nga, pasalamat tayo na meron tayong napakalaking playground.
Backyard mo lang yung
We were still learning how to implement how to ensure health and safety protocols.
Ang daming considerations, no? Kung organize ka ng event during a pandemic.
Oo. Akala nga namin, konti lang talaga ang tao, even the competitors. Nagulat kami, marami na. Kasi, I think, when the pandemic started, the first thing we did was create face masks.
True.
We're the first organization to produce face masks, not only for Boronganos, sobra-sobra na yung naibigay namin sa frontliners. We're able to produce face masks and distribute it to other municipalities, even as far as Giwan. And some face masks were distributed in Tacloban, in ABRMC.
Yes, so that was parang March yun, di ba? We're just nag-start pa lang talaga yung pandemic.
Nag-viral nga yung kasi ayaw din naman namin kami lang gumagawa. Ang dami natin kailangan na face mask. We shot a video of how to make it. Aging viral. It got more than 100,000 views. We got messages how to make it. Sabi namin ito, step by step namin. So I think, kayo, you featured us.
Yeah.
Inquirer featured us. When news articles came out, dumami ang nag-donate. Ito, magandang kwento nga eh.
So kasi, when you started, you used your own resources.
Kami nga. Kasi, ganun naman parati sa amin. Medyo, because we're an old organization, when we're young, wala pa kaming pera, nanginigil pa kami ng support. Ngayon na kami may mga trabaho na, kami nakikikilan ng suporta. But nakita namin, we just want to invest in a certain program. Ang seed money galing talaga sa amin, personal money. It's a small contribution to the impact that we provide. So nag-pitch in kami, pera. Yung technology and how to do it. Yung
saan yung nakuha?
Surfboard shaper. Kasi you have to tinker with stuff. So tinignan niya how to make it, ganyan. Even the local businesses, una, bumibigay kami. Second time namin pumunta, nakita nila we give it away, binigay sa amin. So yung binibigyan namin ng foam, ng acetate, binigay na lang sa amin. So we can make more. So after the awareness of what we're doing, nagulat ako, itong magandang kwento. Paglabas ng mga news articles, may nag-message sa akin. Tinatanong paano magbigay ng pera. Hindi ko naman friend sa Messenger. I think, nakita nila sa nurse yun eh. Messenger. Sabi ko, tiga Borongan po kayo. Hindi, tiga Metro Manila ako. But we love what you're doing, continue what you're doing. May bigay akong 10,000 just to make more. Walang just give me the account of your organization. Bibigyan ko kayo. Gawin nila yung ginagawa niyo. Out of nowhere, somebody gave us 10,000 to produce more masks. Hindi nga siya Boronganon. Hindi siya Estehano. Somebody from Metro Manila. So yun, kaya nga we appreciate the awareness that media gives us kasi it can help more people.
Totoo talaga.
Nakakatuwa. So after creating face masks for Borongan in the province, na-appreciate naman kami ng city. Binigyan kami ng commendation. Kasi marami yung organization na nagtumulong ng time nung nag-start tayo ng pandemic. yan, sa mga proud moments namin, we're able to help the community. So we're not just surfers na mukhang sinasabi nila dati na radical, ganyan. Part of the community, we help out. Hindi na tayo we want them to be branded as athletes, as ambassadors.
Eto hindi lang hanggang surfing.
Oo.
Hindi lang hanggang surfing. Siguro kung ano yung mga nangyayari, ready din naman tayo tumulong, makiisa sa kung ano man yung makakabuti for Borongan and for Eastern Samar.
That's the lesson we want to impart sa kids. Na if you want to help big, start small. Within your immediate community. Kung saan you belong to an organization, find out how you can help the immediate community with the resources that you have. Kasi hindi naman pwede na malaki ka agad. So, if you start with your own group, family, barangay, organization, create that impact, sunod-sunod na yan eh. It's training ground also for them. They have to find ways in helping out their immediate community with what they have. Kung lakas ng katawan, kung skill, diba? Kasi we don't want to rely on helping people by just equating it to monetary or financial status in this
Okay, yun pa naman for most of our young people, yun ang nila basis. Ito, Rupert, with yung latest competition natin, supported tayo ng city government at the
I'd like to thank our city mayor who's always been supportive of this program since the start, since we first talked to him to create this campaign. Actually, sabi nga na sa amin, you know what you're doing, just do the best that you can. Bahala kayo sa program na yan because kayo ang may alam yan eh. We're just here to support, the city is here to support. The city provided the renovation for our tower. It was a tourism icon kasi nakikita naman lahat na pag may dumadaan na nagpipicture, and the prizes for the winners. So the prizes are 4,000, 3,000, 1,000, 1,000. First, second, third, fourth. For all of the categories. Now we have open shortboard, longboard men's, longboard women's, and juniors. Pero nakakatuwa na ganun nangyari. Also, I think it's also surprising na a lot of older people are taking up the sport.
Oh, how older people?
Hindi hirap naman ako, correct terms ng sa sensitivities natin eh. Siguro ano bang maganda, Mana Eden?
Hindi ko alam. More
Kasi even the province appreciates what we're doing. Even the governor and his family started taking up the sport. They're surfing in their own place in their municipality.
Oh.
So now, this competition, they provided us shirts. So dati,
eto.
ayan,
So,
dati ang banner natin, Surf Borongan City. So, yan, because, yan.
Eastern
So,
Samar,
that's the support that the province gave us now. Na binigyan tayo ng mga t-shirts for the competitors and the organizers so they can wear and be part of the brand awareness. Na Borongan is the center and birthplace of surfing for Visayas, not only Eastern Samar, but for the Visayas.
Talaga lang, ha?
Siyempre, pag ang birthplace, ang pioneering place is Borongan, but all other municipalities have their own surf spots. North to south.
Kasi nasabi
Except the inner municipalities na mahirap talaga, wala talaga tayong.
Sinasabi mo sa akin kanina, meron mga secret places. And I've been hearing about that secret places, I think, before pa nagkukwentuhan tayo. Yung mga secret places na ba talaga na yan dito sa Eastern Samar, hindi talaga pwedeng sabihin. Mga surfers paradise. Na
Tingin ko eventually, like Siargao, we have that, we have that potential to be the next tourist destination in the Visayas and the Philippines for our international crowd, lalo na for surfing. Yun,
ano lang talaga ang kailangan?
Well, ngayon, we can see that the government is supportive kasi we can't start anything with a greater impact for the community if the government does not support us. Fortunately, the local government is supportive, the Sangguniang is supportive, may mga surfers tayo, like si Vice Mayor is a part of the organization. Started here. Surfer din siya. Kurt is a surfer. Tapos we're trying to encourage all of the other counselors to take up surfing. I think somebody, ewan ko sinong counselor nag-order ng bagong surfboard. Medyo matanda na siya na counselor, ha? Yun ang sabi sa akin. One of our board members is a surfer, si Mark. Yan, I think that it starts there, that we have that support. Even the regional tourism group, ang tinitingnan nila to develop surfing not only for the city, the province, for the regions. We have to take that role, sabi nila, na help us encourage a surf circuit for the whole of Region 8.
Paano to, Rupert, yung iba, no? Wala silang pambili ng board. Lahat ba sila, yung ating mga surfers ngayon, do they have their own or hiram-hiram?
Hiram-hiram, marami pa rin ang hiram-hiram. But from starting with one board for 10 people in the 90s to having in a batch 6 boards, diba? We're getting there. I think with all of this awareness, all of the impact that we're creating, one surfboard at a time, one wave at a time. But we're getting there. Oh.
Malay mo yung mga kaibigan natin, even yung mga taga-Borongan, mga taga-Eastern Samar who are, better off, especially yung mga nasa labas ng bansa, ano lang yan yan sila pwedeng matap din,
yes,
no? Especially pag sa mga bata. Pero ano mo iniisip ko, Rupert, with the pandemic, nabigyan din kasi ng time yung maraming tao to start with something. Kaya nga sabi si Gob, nung nagla-lockdown dito, nag-aral siyang surf.
Yes.
Pero I think maraming mga tao yung nag-start ng something new sa kanilang mga buhay.
Yes,
because of the pandemic. Kasi walang ibang magawa, no?
Saka hindi siya restricted as a sport kasi hindi siya contact sport. Yan, ang next phase for us, that's why we're also asking people for help, institutions for help, is to buy boards, softboards ang tawag namin, para naman livelihood for the more senior surfers so they can teach.
Oh, so kailangan nila yun?
Oo, so people can rent out the boards and nandiyan na naman yung accredited namin na the city even provided back in 2017, the region provided international certification to our surf instructors here. And we're getting that certification again in 2021. So the regional tourism group also expressed their intent that we host the certification of our instructors. Kasi requirement na ng DOT ngayon yan. Oh. The Philippines is now the only country implementing surfing guidelines for tourists. So we had that meeting, national meeting, where all stakeholders were involved. Na nag-set sila ng guidelines, how to register a surf camp, how to become a DOT accredited surf instructor. Eventually, the surfers can have their own boards to teach. The surf camps should have their boards to teach also. The LGU, sabi nila, you can register the LGU as a surf camp under DOT.
Magkano ba yung ganyang
Ganun din, mga 20,000 to 25,000, excluding shipping, kasi you have to ship it all the way here, from Manila, Cebu, or hindi ko alam kung meron pa sa Mindanao.
Yung mga accredited, natin, surfers, at saka yung mga magtuturo, ilan ba yan sila dito sa...
10 surfers underwent training 2017. But we have to renew their licenses this year. Kasi yearly pa yan. Oo. So the International Surfing Association and yung ASI, the two major surfing organizations in the world, they provide that certification. If you go through training, kailangan may basic life saving ka from the Red Cross. Meron pang water search and rescue from, I think, Coast Guard or OCD. Third, yung skill set and teaching surfing.
Mahal yata.
Mahal.
You have to...
Ang cost niyan, tingin ko,
para sa isang tao.
If you want, kung ikaw, a private individual, I think, 30 to 40,000.
So, So siguro ito yung pwedeng isang may collaboration yung association at saka yung ating LGU.
Yes, oo.
Kasi I mean hindi rin naman makakaya yan ng isang tao.
Yes.
Ay, hindi naman tayo mayayaman, hindi naman lahat professionals,
Yeah.
'di ba? So yan ang pwedeng
Saka, if the LGU invested sa surfers and training, na tingin ko gagawin ng Manila, they're willing to do that, hindi lang naman economical impact yan. There's much more things that create positive change beyond yung nakikita natin physically. Even the morale is good right now kasi in a pandemic setting, when you see people laughing, when you see people cheering for kids, surfing, it changes your perspective in life. May pag-asa eh.
At saka sa totoo lang, eto naman yung yung nakita natin na, like for instance, when we had that competition in 2019, yung tangible, nakikita talaga may pag-asa.
Yes.
Like in terms of attracting tourists, I mean, marami mga
Yes.
programs ka dyan, pero eto yung nakita natin na meron talaga, pwede talagang mangyari. Pwede talaga mangyari. Makaka-draw talaga tayo ng tao. More than yung sabihin, bisitahin mo yung etong lugar na to,
Yes.
bisitahin mo yung lugar na to. Iba eh.
Nakakatuwa nga dahil kahapon, our mayor had an interview with DCMM yesterday, show ng DILG.
Oo.
So I was watching it. Ang introduction sa kanya ng anchor ng DCMM, si Jay Ruiz, is the mayor of the Surf City in the Visayas. Yeah, kasi
So, ibig sabihin, nakatatak na yung na yan.
Oo.
Nakatatak yung surfing sa Borongan. Ang ganda nga kasi ng Surf City. Diba?
Kasi from there, we can jump off na,
Atin na ba yan?
Atin na yan.
Wala namang ibang dyan?
Pwede kaya natin binugbog ng publicity at
Wala ba may mga agaw pa?
Wala pang surf spot na city except Mati. Second sila sa atin. Pero in terms of promoting our place as Surf City, nauna na tayo. Sorry na lang sa mga kaibigan natin sa Mati.
Ilan kayo, Rupert, dyan sa grupo?
Ang last count namin, 80 plus. Excluding...
That's Eastern Samar.
Excluding the older members.
Bakit nga ba i-exclude sa count ang older members?
Meron na silang mga interest.
Hindi na sila masyadong active.
They're still members but they're not active.
Sa surfing. But I mean, it's supporting.
Supporting. Kasi hindi namin nakakalimutan na members sila pag kailangan namin ng kumuha ng support, lalo na sa pagbigay sa mga bata. They're still there. Nakakatuwa nga na puro professionals na yung older surfers eh.
Mas maganda nga yun kasi meron tayong makukuha ng support yung mga professionals natin.
Yan, ang sa akin, sabi ko nga, when we dream big, like holding the nationals, maraming nagsasabi na impossible, that's what we have to do. We have to dream big. We have to set a certain objective and work hard na makuha natin yan. Ang statement that I want to make is that Borongan or Eastern Samar will be producing the next Surf Olympian.
Sana. May nakikita ka bang may promise?
Kung hindi ngayong generation na to, kasi yan din ang lesson that we have to impart. Quick wins are easy, but the longer lasting impact is invest in the next generation for the next 10-20 years.
Oo.
Even in systems. Kasi I think it's part of the maturity process that alam mo yung makuha mo kaagad yung gusto mo, manalo ka ng maliit, manalo ka minsan, manalo ng mabilis, pero greater impact takes longer. Invest in a longer time to get it, but you have to set a certain target. But the smaller target is to have a national champion again. Kasi may mga national finalists tayo, Attorney Brian, Carlos Aga. When surfing was starting out, they were competing for us. And they were national finalists.
So
National national stage.
it's high time na ibang league natin. And so
Sa quick win natin, we want to field kids and and our surfers to place at the nationals level.
O may support na nga sila ngayon.
Mm.
Diba? Things are a little easier for them
And they have
as
better
compared dun
coaches.
sa ano.
Yes.
Ngayon meron na silang mentors, merong tumutulong sa kanila para
Yes.
meron silang boards na gagamitin. So,
Saka I'd like to also express the gratitude to our city. When we talked about supporting the athletes, sabi ni Mayor, the coaster that we got, itong
Oo.
ginagamit natin for the pandemic, di ba, to shuttle the
Oo.
LSIs. Yan din yung mga coaster na gagamitin to shuttle our athletes. Hindi lang surfers. So pati yung soccer players natin, yung mga palarong pambansa athletes. Kasi one part of competing is spending for travel.
oo naman. At tsaka iba yung impact, no? Dadating ka dun sa venue competition.
Mm.
Yung iba magaganda talaga.
Yes.
It is
Even yung
mystery na
natin,
naman, diba?
yung mga dance troupe representatives, ang ating sinulog contingent, they can have their own coaster. Yan, maganda.
Maganda, comfortable naman.
Yes.
At saka presentable siya.
Hindi tayo dadating doon na
Mukha-
pagod na
diba?
tayo pagdating doon.
Ah,
Also, we look forward to competing at a national level. Tingin ko, with the vaccination program in place, kung mapabilis pa yan ng konti, we can hold the Surf in the City Nationals again here in 2021.
oh, yun ang tatanong ko eh. Ano ba yung mga plano natin for this year, no? Sabihin na natin hindi pa tayo masyadong sa bakuna, wala pa eh. Just in case, siguro third quarter baka posible magkabakuna tayo dito, third or fourth quarter. But even without the vaccine, ano yung mga plano ng natin? Anyway, it's at least siguro for the local community muna.
Oo.
Kasi we cannot risk din.
So, aside from for this year, what we're looking forward to implementing for our members and siguro guests that we can invite, etong next couple of weeks, we think we saw it na as a need to train our members and guests na rin in basic life saving and water search and rescue. Kasi with the strength in the water of our surfers, they're a contributor to our DRR efforts. Kasi gusto natin na pag we want to create the community, the surfing community into a disaster response community also. Lakas ng katawan eh. Can you imagine how you can paddle out in the water for several hours, you're not afraid of the water. Tayo naman, we're a typhoon susceptible
At saka yun, maraming talagang nangyayari ng mga aksidente sa dagat.
So the LGU needs our help also in creating a volunteer disaster response team.
So pwede sila.
Yes. Aside from you can save yourself, kasi nagkalat naman ng surfers sa buong town, they can be relied on to save yung yung mga kasama sa barangay. Or get to respond when we really need it. So we want to prepare them for that. Na eventually, they can carry that training if they have jobs. Maganda yan as a resume, basic life saving, water search and rescue, you're considered an asset in the company. Yeah, so may mga certification that we can provide, we'll do that. Tapos next dyan, magtuturo tayo ng we're planning to hold a surf judging certification. Aside from yung surf instructor certification, yung medyo magagaling na natin, matatanda na members, we want them to get certified in judging competitions.
Meron pa rin pala yung certification. Hindi lang basta-basta.
Kasi we also want to hold events outside of yung province. We're hoping that we can help the other surf areas here also in the region. So, pag Borongan, may competition, pwedeng Giwan, pwedeng Maydulong, pwedeng, diba? So, we want to formalize the learnings. We want to formalize their skills by getting certification for judging. Iba pa yun. Yeah, so, aside from getting certification for our surf coaches and instructors to teach people, we're getting certification for our judges. Na pwede rin kami kunin sa pool. Yung mga judges sa nationals. So, the National Organizing Committee can get judges from Borongan. from Eastern
O,
Samar.
dapat lang kasi marami tayong mga magagaling na surfers. Dapat meron na rin.
So one requirement is the certification.
Saan yung kinukuha?
Ah,
At saka sino yung nagbibigay pala niyan?
ISA and ASI.
So you have to go through
Yes.
a
Actually,
certain process.
Nag-correspond na kami November pa lang. Na yun, they're preparing the modules for us, the cost for us, na to certify judges.
Maganda sana yan ngayon, yung pandemic, kasi hindi naman masyadong maraming ganap. So after this, siguro, sabi nga, last quarter maybe of the year or maybe sa 2022, hopefully everything will be like normal.
Oh yun, so for the whole year, we're investing in capacity building na isa pa sa mga gusto namin gawin, aside from DRR, basic life saving, the technical skills in officiating, we also want to look at the possibility of training our young surfers to swim competitively.
Wala tayo nung magagaling.
Also, yan, kasi mga swimmers din naman ang mga mentors. Baka kasi wala naman tayong surfing sa palarong pangbansa. We can field them as swimmers.
Wala sa palarong pambansa.
Ang surfing.
Siguro pwedeng i-lobby, hindi kaya.
Baka mahirapan tayo because of the hosting needed.
Sa bagay, kasi pag nag-host ang
Kung papayag naman sila.
pag nag-host ang Cordilleras, malayo.
Oo, pwede sa gaon yun, but it would take a lot of... Pero kung papayag
Ah,
sila,
so-
we can host surfing for palarong pambansa yearly here in
Dito,
Borongan.
di ba? Oo. Pwede naman yun eh.
Kung papayag sila.
Kaya-
Eh, isa yan sa mga gusto natin mangyari. Na down the line, baka tayo maging next host ng palaro and everything is better.
Oh my God.
Kasi kailangan din natin yan. Eh, yan ang mga tinitignan ko parati na event when tatrabaho ko dati sa media. I always go to the palarong pambansa event. Nakakatuwa. You can see kung anong estado ng lugar, ng region, sa estado ng athletes na pinapadagan nila.
Oh.
Eh kasi, kung titingnan mo lahat ng region, sisilipin mo saan nakatira, anong kinakain, anong paghahanda, eh doon mo makikita yung appreciation ng region nila para sa athletes nila. Eh kung nakatira lang sa school na isang kaldero lang pinaghahati-hatian, isang
Tapos,
baseball bat lang ang pinaghahatian, eh,
tuyo ang ulam.
well, yun. Eh, hopefully, we can raise also that awareness that we need to support our athletes. Eventually.
Alam mo, yun ang matagal na nating sinasabi. Kasi there's one thing na nakikita natin hindi talaga nabibigyan ng pansin. Kasi yung, di ba, na siguro na-notice mo yan dito, for instance, may mga competitions. We only train them a month before. Yung sinasabi natin, it should be yung year-long or forever
Yes.
training talaga.
Oh.
Hindi lang yung, how can we produce yung magagaling na athletes kung yung
Athletes
basketball team mo, nagpa-practice lang siya 1 month before
Yes.
yung palaro or 1 month before yung regional competition. So, hindi talaga, like, it should be para sa surfing na
Yes.
every day kung
Kaya.
pwede lang, mag-train talaga sila.
Oh, you have to change that thinking na itong mga bata natin with all of their heart, they represent us. Na pag nakikita ng mga tao, nandyan sila, tatanong, tiga saan yan? Tiga Region 8. Bakit? Ano meron sa Region 8? Bakit yung mga ganyan mga bata? Pero kung kita mo yung mga bata, talagang masugat, mapigayan, lahat, give it their best. So I think we should give it our best also to support them.
Kasi nga, sabi mo nga na character and discipline,
Yes.
napaka-importante yan. At saka yun ang meron yung mga athletes. So, kung siguro majority lang ng mga bata natin would engage in a sport, siguro we would be developing mas magagandang mga
Yung natin.
senior citizens.
Oo.
So, diba?
Maganda example ng sports program is what Coach Cesar Amago did for soccer. Kasi dati, I also love to play soccer. Dati, pag pupunta ako dito, naghahanap ako naglalaro ng soccer. Wala akong makita. Ngayon, we can see kids playing soccer. Bye-bye. Diba? From one kid to now, a winning soccer team in the region. Yan, isa yan. We're looking at soccer kasi we don't have to be tall. We don't have to be...
I-open lang talaga yung opportunity for kids. Kasi, sabi mo nga, wala. Kulang. So, kung meron,
Yeah.
marami talaga. Marami naman
Maraming private support Tapos siguro, just to beef up the program.
And I think even
Hand in hand
parents
lang naman,
would be
happy.
more than willing mag-support kung makikita nila yung mga anak nila.
Yeah, oo. Swerte nga tayo that we can have this, this playground, this opportunity, unlike in the major cities in the metropolis. The kids are locked up in their house.
Oo. At least sa atin ngayon, kahit medyo bawal, pwede namang And after all, ano naman to malaki naman to. For as long as tayo, sumusunod tayo sa minimum health protocols, I think we're okay, no? Tsaka iba, at least fresh pa tayo dito, we're okay. At saka ikaw, you decided din talaga, Rupert, to come home and spend the pandemic months talaga dito.
Yes, kasi it's really healthy to live in a place like this. Saka na-miss ko na to stay this long. So I grabbed the opportunity. So habang nandito, I think if I get this environment for me and my family, I should give back to the community. So in my own way, in the organization that I belong to, na sinalihan ko, ayoko rin naman di ba? Sari-sarigi na lang ako, gawa ako ng kung ano-ano. With the people around me, my friends, started helping out, giving back. Kasi naman ang point, when you get something good, you have to give back.
As always. Dapat
Yes.
yung ini-instill talaga dito sa mga bata natin. Hindi lang mga surfers, kundi lahat siguro ng mga athletes. That's one thing na ini-instill natin, no? Kasi alam mo kung hindi nga lang yung COVID, if it's not only masyadong hassle, deadly, minsan iisip ko, maganda rin itong nangyari kasi it gave people time to reboot. Sige, go back to the basic,
Yes.
actually. No? So, you city people, movie kayo, ma-experience na uli yung buhay dito sa probinsya, hindi lang yung ilang araw na nagbabakasyon kayo, but actually living, experiencing yung buhay ng probinsya. No?
Ako, I'd like to take this opportunity before we end. Tingin ko, ang haba ng conversation. Pasensya ka na.
Conversations nga
Take this opportunity to encourage everyone to participate in the health programs of the government. So, vaccination is key. So, hindi lang natin hinihintay yung vaccination ng COVID-19, the program for that, yung polio, rubella.
Yeah.
Kaya please encourage the kids, the communities, our barangays to participate in the vaccination program. Bawasan na natin yung pagdududa sa programa ng vaccination. We need that. Also, I'd like to encourage everyone to look forward to our vaccination program. Kasi isa yan sa tingin ko na pinagbubuting i-prepare ng local government natin that all Boronganon should be vaccinated. Kasi without the vaccination, we really can't move forward with everything that we need to do.
Naka-stock up lang tayo dito. It's just sad, no? Sabi nga ni Mayor, I think last week na nagkausap kami, based dun sa initial listing, so like around 53% lang yung gustong magpabakuna. Then I was talking with Fres from the provincial government. Dito sa isang town, out of 18 barangays, out of 13 to sa 18 barangays, parang 1,900 yung gustong magpabakuna, almost 4,000 ang ayaw. No? So, parang yung nag-allocate ng pera ang local government natin to buy the best vaccine na pwede sa atin. No? But it's not going to work kung ilan lang ang magpapabakuna. Wala rin yan. Bali, wala rin yan. Kasi, tinatanong mo, ano yung reason? Wala, ayoko lang magpabakuna. Kasi bago pa lang yung bakuna. Baka ini-experimentahan ng tayo.
Isa yan sa mga gusto kong tulungan na awareness. So after this series of projects, itong most urgent is really to create awareness in the trust in the vaccine program. Ako nga kung kailangan, pwede akong maging first
pabakuna.
Oo. If we need people to be supportive of the program, I'm willing to volunteer to show that I support the program. But you have to encourage everyone. We can't move forward without the vaccine.
Mahirap.
And I think the local government, the city, they're doing their best to procure the best vaccine for us.
Oo. Sabi ng Mayor, right, may ano na sila, parang it's a confirmed deal na with AstraZeneca at saka they're negotiating with J&J. At this time, J&J, nabigyan na siya ng EUA dun sa US. Siguro naman susunod na rin mag-apply sila dito sa Pilipinas for one dose. Importante, malaking anong kasi because of what happened with the Dengvaxia. So, medyo, it's one of the reasons kung bakit marami yung may mga ano to, agang-agang.
Yeah.
But, I mean, wala naman namamatay dyan sa...
Everybody will, if we get on board the vaccination program, maraming matutulong yan, not just for us, but...
Oo. The economy will not really move forward. Hindi siya babalik to pre-COVID years kung wala tayong bakuna. Because andyan lang palagi yung fear mo.
Yes.
Pag magkaroon ka ng case, magla-lockdown ka. So pag mag-lockdown, wala. Patay na naman yung negosyo. I mean, kawawa, yung mga nagne-negosyo, imagine mo, for instance, mga beauty parlor every time. Sila yung category 4 and 5.
So hopefully, if we get the vaccination program sped up and implemented, we can look forward to Surf in the City Nationals in 2021, December. Yes.
Sana pag pero ano naman to siguro, Robert, because pag bakuna, nag-start na sila sa ibang provinces at saka sa atin dito, siguro kahit hindi pa tayo maubos dito yung target population natin of 73%, siguro when the vaccination starts, siguro pwede na. For as long as we comply with...
We take the cue from the task force in the city, but we make plans already.
So we have the plans. Para kung okay na, andyan na yung plano.
Yun. I'm shouting out to our friends at the Nationals that we're willing to host that as long as we prepare for the vaccination.
I think everyone is ready. Lahat ng mga servers...
Unahan ko na Borongan will open the Nationals after the post-vaccination program of the cities.
Ay, ang ganda na, no?
Kung papayagan na city. But, sige, kasi mga kaibigan natin nag-monitor sa atin parate, especially from the other places.
Importante may plano.
Kahit may bubble siguro tayo for the Nationals.
Pwede. I mean...
we get 5 best surfers from each area. We're willing to do that.
Kahit hindi na muna tayo mag-expect na masyadong maraming tao, ang importante...
We have a national stage.
Yes. Dahan-dahan tayo.
And we're hoping we can win that Nationals. Yun ang target. So we host, we win.
Kaya gusto natin mag-host.
Yes, kasi hometown advantage also. That they're playing in front of their kababayans and their fellow
Minsan masyadong mas kinakabahan nga yun sila.
Marami. Pag nanonood, mahirap.
Mas maganda nga kasi maglaro pag hindi mo kilala yung crowd. Anyway, Robert, thank you very much for taking time out. Sabi mga, etong next mo is helping out with awareness dito sa bakuna. That's very important. We need really people who would commit to help, no? Convince. Alam mo siguro kung not convince, kung if you can make like 10 people aware of the importance of the vaccine, malaking tulong talaga yun.
Yes. Maraming salamat sa inyo, sa organization na ito, for boosting the awareness of what we're doing. Malaking parte ang news organization, ang publicity, and providing hope. Kasi yan ang gusto natin gawin.
Okay. So thank you very much, Rupert. And let's take a break. We will be back.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod. Usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristoryahan ka ang kinahanglan ng pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.
Kung problema mo hin kapaso it panahon, magtanom ka hindamo nga mga kahoy. Kung problema mo hin dagko nga mga baha, magtanom ka hindamo nga mga kahoy. Kung karuyag mo kumaon it mga prutas, magtanom ka it mga kahoy. Kung karuyag mo maaliw sa mga awit han mga katamsihan, magtanom ka it damo nga mga kahoy. Kung karuyag mo hin maupay nga kinabuhi, magtanom ka hindamo nga mga kahoy. Ibalik naton ang normal nga dalagan it panahon, inaagi naton pagtanom it mga kahoy. Ini po ani Obispo Bishop Crispin Vargas, the Bishop of the Diocese of Borongan.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod. Usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.
We're back. Diri para manlibak. Thank you very much. Again, nagpapasalamat si kan Rupert, iton Surf Riders Association din naman ha Eastern Samar. Nagpapadayon pa again iton competition kasi kung may damo iton nga tao na udeng. Okay, and good morning at iton aton mga partners. Edison Evans, Ayan June Evans, Felisa Calicoy, Hershey Alburo, Ida Baldado, Efren Acerit, Ida Ivardone, Aurita Toriano, Nathaniel Balanon, and Prospero Dulio. Thank you very much for being a part of our VW family. So thank you ha tanan mga kasangkayan. Again, happy birthday, belated happy birthday ba kan Leah Mendoza Apita. And of course, happy birthday. Waray iba nga dito naton boss Monsignor Pepe Quitorio. God bless you. At saka paano naman kami? Waiting ko no. Mayada nasa man hialrin nga ako no kay may damay pagkabuwas. Daman. So balita Monsignor Pepe, happy birthday. God bless you more. Nganayo tanan mga kasangkayan, until next time on VW Conversations. Thank you and God bless.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod. Usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.